back on the Amiga. Yeah, we're going to get into some rust treatments for the rust you saw me chop out. We're going to see me chop out a little bit more on the other side. We're going to... What are we going to do? I'm going to do a bit of the rust treatments underneath as well, just put it on some of the wishbones, braces, stuff like that. Just give it while we're here. And yeah, I've also been having a look at the aircon. So I've got a bit of a problem with it. So it ran great and then all of a sudden just stopped. So we've recovered all the gas, vacuumed it, and we put in some UV dye, and I have actually found two little tiny spots where the UV sticks out. So got a little bit on one of the valves there, and then you won't be able to see it on the camera, but there's a pipe wedged all the way in oblivion under the battery, and that looks like it's got a little bit of a weep. So I might need a new set of pipes. I'm not looking forward to having to do that. So, but I could do with it for Shedfest. So I'll have to have a think on that. But yeah, so today, rust treatment, both sides, cut some more rust out, and make a couple of the panels, get them ready. So it'll be quite a short video, this one. And then, yeah, we'll see how we go. Let's get to it. Woo. So, 3-part kit from a Rust Buster, highly recommended company, UK based. All their products are fantastic for everything to do with rust prevention, treatment. Highly recommend them. So, 3-part system. Again, this isn't everything you can do, but this is better. Ooh, light. This is going to be a lot better than just cutting out, weld the panel in, and then putting some paint on it. So, basically we've got acid-free degreaser. Now, from what I can understand, this is basically just to take off oils, residues, chemicals, anything off the metal. So you liberally spray it on, agitate it in a little bit, and then wash it off with clear water, which was quite surprising. Then we've got their Chlorex, which is a salt remover. Ooh, too light. You then do the same with that. You spray it on, leave it, agitate it, leave it on for a little bit. I think it says like 10 minutes or something like that, roughly. That's to get all the salts out the metal from being on the road and stop that getting into the metal. And then you've got the actual, I suppose one for a better word, their version of a Cure Rust, FE123. It's a molecular rust converter. So this actually creates a stable surface. It converts the rust into a stable surface, creates a barrier to the moisture and oxygen. So it leaves the surface, once this has gone off, once you put this on and once it's gone off, it's ready for paint or prime or whatever you want. You haven't got to do anything else, you haven't got to clean it off. And this actually does like a little bit of rust there to make it work. So you don't have to go and clean the metal completely back to immaculate condition. It will work with, that's the idea of it. So I've already used the degreaser underneath to get the excess off everywhere. I've already used the Chlorex. Now I'm going to spray this on. Now it's not meant to be trigger sprayed. I made a boo-boo with putting the trigger in this instead of the other bottle, but I spray it and then I rub it in with the brush. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So, just give it a good spray. And it is like a creamy consistency. It's just like Cure Rust, but it's a much better product, especially when you link it in with their other products. And I'm only doing this because I'm doing the rust bits on the car. So I thought, well, I might as well give anything I can just get to easily a little bit of protection for a change, because it is going to be the only time, oh god, me tired, it will probably ever get done in reality. So yeah, why not give her a little bit of love. Yeah, so Shedfest is getting closer. I think we're less than 3 weeks now. Less than 3 weeks. So, but we're getting there. Most of the rust is cut out now. Just gotta make some panels, get that welded in. Gearbox is done. Coils are done. Spark plugs are done. Gearbox flush is done. So the only other things I want to do but aren't needed is I would like to swap the engine mount for a new set. I managed to source a new set. So I'll do a video on swapping the engine mounts, I think. Obviously I do need to try and sort the AC if I can, but depends whether I can get some hoses. So, and then what else do we need to do? I think that's it really. Give it a bloody good clean, I tell you that. Yeah, that'll be about it really. They should be ready for Shedfest and my holiday, which will be nice. So, yeah. So, without further ado, you don't want to hear me waffle on. You want to see this done. So, speed up time. So, oh, I've got it all over me torch. Oh, I'll have to clean that in a sec. So, yeah. So this is where we're up to now. So that's what happens with the FE123. You can see it going to like a browny black sort of colour, purpley black, whatever you want to call it. So this is the driver's side. So I've cut out the outer skin, as you'll have seen earlier on. It is only the outer skin that is gone. Middle, solid. Ooh, ow. Inner, absolutely structurally solid. So it is just the outer skin I need to make. You can see it had a few patches here and there, but again, it's all hidden by the side skirt. So I need to make another little outer sill repair patch there. And then once they're made, I'm gonna epoxy prime inside and the repair panels, and then where I'm welding I'll grind the edges off clean, so obviously we can weld. and I'm going to fill the inside once it's all done full of cavity wax. Now these plates that have rusted through, all this rust here, it had rusted where it had previously been welded because someone had just plated over the outer sill. The original was still there, rusting behind it, and now it's took the new, well, it took the repair panel with it. And it just showed, but saying that, it was done in 2017, so it has lasted a fair while. But hopefully this, doing this preventative stuff, it will last longer and be much better, and it'll help the rest of the car not get any worse. So that's why we're doing it. Plus I found it because I prodded. Don't prod. So yeah, so we'll get a couple of panels made and then offer them up, see what they're like, and then that'll probably be it for this video. And the next video will be welding them in, painting, side skirts back on its wheels, deep clean, make sure we're all okay. Oh, maybe do brakes. Forgot about brakes. Let's do it. That's not too bad, that. Right, here we go. You got the lip, you got the little step out profile, join there, needs a little trim there, that'll weld up into there, into that piece. Right. Once you move along with it, you can tap it into place a little bit more. There you go, like that, a little twist, weld into there a little bit. That's the first panel with a few recesses in it and strength, so that's not bad. Not bad for by hand and a hammer and a pair of pliers. So I'll mark that there, and then I'll make this one, and then that's this side, other than that little one there. Done. Right, let's get on with this one. Well, it's not going to it's just me. Now, oh my goodness, this one is up. You can do so, just one. You can't, that's awesome. That was my challenge. So, I need to go a bit more. I can need to go a bit more. And that more is supposed to be a bit more than I need to chop it. think we need the vice. Oh. Grinder. Safety first. Hats. And always wear your safety glasses. Engage safety squint. So, we got oh, I made it on the piss. Oh, okay. So that's them two panels made, roughly speaking, shall we call it. So you can see we got all the shapes, we got the lip. Once it's sort of tacked in, you can sort of fettle it to make it join up a little bit neater. Trim that there because that's a notch out. It's all shaped properly. And that'll be lovely then. So, that's it for today's video. I've lost track. Oh, safety hat. I can't remember what part this is. I think this is part 3 now. As I keep saying, Shedfest. 3 weeks, also Alex, check it out, I'll be there. Hopefully I'll have some branded stuff on. You'll be able to scan a QR code or something. Hopefully see a few of yous there. Yeah, so sorry this was a little bit short, this one, but just want to get a little bit of a video out, a little bit of an update. So the next video will be I'll make the rest of them off camera, the panels. The next video will be welding them in and painting it and getting the side skirts back on, and hopefully the brakes will be here by then as well. Fingers crossed. So thanks as always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra.